We've all been there. That moment when self-doubt creeps in, whispering that we're not enough. It's a universal experience, touching every corner of our lives. That nagging feeling of not being enough. Not smart enough, not successful enough, not thin enough, not enough, period. It's a relentless voice that questions our every move, our every decision. It's a heavy weight to carry. This burden can feel like an invisible load, pressing down on our shoulders, making every step forward seem like a monumental effort. This feeling can hold us back in every area of life. It can make us second-guess our abilities, our worth, and our potential. It can make us feel stuck, unable to move forward. It can keep us from going after our dreams. The fear of failure, the fear of not measuring up, can paralyze us, keeping us from taking that leap of faith. It can sabotage our relationships. The constant worry that we're not good enough can create distance, misunderstandings, and conflict with those we care about. And it can leave us feeling lost and alone. The isolation that comes from believing we're not enough can be overwhelming, making us withdraw from the world. It's time to break free, to challenge those negative thoughts and beliefs, to recognize that we are more than enough, just as we are. We are all worthy of love and belonging, just as we are. We don't need to change ourselves to fit someone else's idea of perfection. We don't have to earn our worthiness, it's our birthright. Embrace who you are, with all your imperfections and strengths. You are enough. The feeling of not being enough is often deeply rooted. It's a pervasive sense that can affect many aspects of our lives, from our personal relationships to our professional endeavors. This feeling can be so ingrained that we might not even realize where it comes from or why it persists. Understanding its origins is the first step towards overcoming it. It can stem from our childhoods. The early years of our lives are formative, and the experiences we have during this time can leave lasting impressions. If we were often criticized or felt neglected, these feelings can follow us into adulthood. The way our parents, teachers, and peers treated us can shape our self-perception in profound ways. Maybe we received the message that we were only lovable if we were high achievers. This can create a pressure to constantly perform and achieve, leading to a fear of failure. When love and approval are conditional, based on our achievements, it can be difficult to feel worthy, just as we are. This can lead to a lifelong pursuit of perfection, which is both exhausting and unattainable. Maybe we were criticized or compared to others. Being constantly compared to siblings, classmates, or even strangers can erode our self-esteem. It can make us feel like we are never good enough, no matter how hard we try. These comparisons can create a sense of inadequacy that lingers into adulthood, affecting our confidence and self-worth. Society also plays a role. The world around us is filled with messages that tell us who we should be and what we should strive for. These societal expectations can be overwhelming and unrealistic. They can make us feel like we are constantly falling short, no matter what we achieve. The pressure to conform to these ideals can be immense. We are bombarded with messages that tell us we need to be thinner, richer, and more successful. Advertisements, movies, and even the news often portray an idealized version of life that is unattainable for most people. These images can make us feel like we are not enough as we are, leading to a constant desire for more beauty, more wealth, more success. Social media often amplifies these messages. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are filled with carefully curated images and stories that show only the best moments of people's lives. This can create a distorted view of reality, making us believe that everyone else is happier, more successful, and more fulfilled than we are. The constant comparison can be detrimental to our mental health. We see carefully curated versions of other people's lives. These images are often edited and filtered to show only the highlights, leaving out the struggles and imperfections that are a natural part of life. This can make us feel like we are the only ones who face challenges, further deepening our sense of inadequacy. This can make us feel even more inadequate. When we compare our real lives with all their ups and downs to the seemingly perfect lives we see online, it's easy to feel like we are not measuring up. This can lead to feelings of envy, sadness, and frustration as we strive to reach an impossible standard. But here's the truth: these messages are not true. The standards set by society and social media are often unrealistic and unattainable. They do not define our worth or our value. We are enough just as we are, with all our imperfections and flaws. Recognizing this is the first step towards self-acceptance and inner peace. They are simply a reflection of someone else's values and insecurities. By understanding this, we can begin to let go of the pressure to conform to these external standards. We can start to define our own worth based on our values, our strengths, and our unique qualities. Embracing our true selves is the key to overcoming the feeling of not being enough. Take some time to reflect on where your own feelings of inadequacy come from. When did you first start feeling not good enough? What messages did you receive growing up? How are those messages showing up in your life today? Journaling can be a helpful tool for this process. By writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can begin to understand them better. You can start to challenge the negative beliefs that are holding you back. Here's the most important thing to remember. Your worth is not up for debate. It's not something you have to earn. You are worthy simply because you exist. You are worthy of love and belonging just as you are. Your worth is not tied to your achievements, your possessions, or your appearance. It doesn't depend on what others think of you. It comes from within. It's an intrinsic part of who you are. The good news is that you can change the way you feel about yourself. It might not be easy, and it might not happen overnight, but with consistent effort and the right strategies, you can transform your self-perception. You can rewrite the script that tells you you're not enough. This script has often been written by past experiences, negative feedback, and our own inner critic. But just as a writer can revise a story, you have the power to change this narrative. Here are a few steps you can take. First, reframe your thoughts. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful and can shape our reality. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and take a moment to reflect. When you have a negative thought, try to challenge it. Is it really true? Often our negative thoughts are exaggerated or based on false assumptions. Ask yourself for evidence that supports or contradicts the thought. What's a more balanced way to look at the situation? Next, use affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that can help you to change your beliefs. They work by reinforcing positive thoughts and gradually replacing negative ones. Write down affirmations that resonate with you and reflect the qualities you want to embody. For example, I am worthy of love and respect, or I am capable and strong. Place them where you can see them daily. Repeat them to yourself every day, even if you don't believe them at first. Over time, these positive statements can start to feel more true. And lastly, practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. When you focus on the good things in your life, it's easier to feel good about yourself. Start a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. They can be big or small, from a supportive friend to a beautiful sunset. Take some time each day to appreciate the people and things you're grateful for. This practice can help you cultivate a more positive outlook and enhance your overall sense of well-being. Remember, building self-worth is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to a more confident and fulfilled version of yourself. One of the best ways to overcome the feeling of not being enough is to take action despite your doubts. This might feel scary at first, but it's the only way to grow and learn. It's also the only way to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you think. Remember that perfection is not the goal. The goal is to show up, to be brave, and to keep learning and growing. Be kind to yourself as you go through this process. It takes time and effort to change the way you think and feel. It's okay to have setbacks. The important thing is to keep going. When you mess up, don't beat yourself up. Instead, treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a friend. Everyone makes mistakes. It's how we learn and grow. You are enough. You are worthy of love and belonging. You have something unique and special to offer the world. Embrace your strengths, celebrate your imperfections, and never give up on your dreams. The world needs your light. Don't be afraid to let it shine. It's time to step into your power. You are capable of amazing things. Believe in yourself, trust your journey, and never stop reaching for your dreams. The world is waiting for you.